All right, let's jump right in. We are talking about a huge shift happening in the XRP world right now. For the longest time, it was all about payments, 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 but that's changing. XRP is becoming a fully productive asset, and today we're going to break down exactly what that means for you.
And this whole evolution brings up a really big question. If you've been wondering how to accumulate XRP without spending thousands of dollars buying it on exchanges, you're going to want to stay tuned. Because by the end of this, we'll show you how a brand new system is letting regular XRPL participants do exactly that.
Let's be real. For so long, the main game plan for a lot of people was just buy it, hold on, and wait. But that whole hold and wait era, it's pretty much over. The tech is unlocking so many new doors, and honestly, the game is changing completely.
Okay, so let's check out the first of two really powerful new paths that are opening up. We're heading into the DeFi frontier, specifically to see how the Flare network is waking up all this potential that's been kind of sleeping inside XRP.
So, the key to all of this is something called FXRP. And honestly, the passport analogy you see here, it's perfect. Just think of it like this. FXRP is the passport that lets your XRP leave its home on the super fast XRP ledger and go travel, go interact with the whole world of smart contracts over on Flare.
And this visual just nails the concept. See, on one side, you've got your XRP, right at home on its own ledger, built for speed and payments. And on the other side, you have this huge, expansive world of DeFi on the Flare network. FXRP, well, that's the bridge that connects the two. It lets your asset cross over and get a whole new set of powers.
But look, just getting across that bridge, that's not the whole story, right? That's just step one. The real magic happens when you make your asset actually start working for you, generating value. And that's where something called liquid staking comes in. Okay, check this out, because this is a huge difference. With old school staking, your coins get locked up. Sure, you're earning rewards, but your asset is basically on the sidelines. But with liquid staking on Flare, you get a new token called STXRP. So your original XRP is earning rewards, and you have this new token you can use all over the DeFi world. It's literally the best of both worlds. No compromises.
So you're probably asking, what can I actually do with this? Well, a whole new financial toolbox just opened up for XRP holders. We're talking about lending, borrowing, yield farming, providing liquidity on decentralized exchanges like Spark DEX. You can even get into perpetuals trading on places like Kinetic. This is what it looks like when XRP goes from just being a payment coin to a true, productive financial tool.
Okay, that is all incredibly powerful stuff, no doubt about it. But it can also be pretty complex, especially if you're new to all this. So it begs the question, is there a simpler way, a more accessible way for people to get involved and accumulate XRP?
And that brings us to our second path, social accumulation. This is a completely different approach. It shifts the focus away from all those complex financial protocols and instead builds a system around community, education, and growth. Some people are calling it the participation economy.
This whole idea is being pioneered by a platform called XRP TIP TEAM, and their system is built on three really simple but powerful pillars. One, it's decentralized. All the tips flow directly from person to person. Two, it's perpetual, meaning it's designed to just keep going and growing. And three, it's automated. The system does all the heavy lifting for you.
And here's the key difference, you guys. Instead of having to become a pro trader or a yield farming genius, this model is all about accumulating through education and sharing. Your goal is to grow your stack by teaching other people the absolute basics of crypto, starting with the most important one of all, self-custody.
So how does the accumulation actually work? It happens through what they call the infinite tip chain. The whole idea is to build these perpetual, infinite tip streams through a network effect. You introduce someone to using the XRPL, they introduce someone, and so on. It creates this amazing ripple effect. And the best part? The system handles all the complicated blockchain stuff for you, totally behind the scenes. This whole model is really driven by a pretty powerful philosophy. As the creators put it, learning by doing beats any other kind of learning. When you help others learn, that's when accumulation really scales. It's all about getting your hands dirty and participating, not just sitting on the sidelines and speculating. And absolutely everything about this is built on that bedrock principle of self-custody, of you being in control of your own assets. That's why XRP TIP team members use the Zaman wallet exclusively. It's just the perfect tool for their system because it handles everything you need in one place. Secure self-custody, all your transactions, and managing your position in the chain all in one super easy-to-learn wallet. All right, so we've looked at two very different but very powerful ways to make your XRP a productive asset. Now, let's bring it all together and finally answer that big question from the beginning.
Remember this one? How do you accumulate XRP without spending thousands of dollars buying it on exchanges?
Well, the system at XRP TIP TEAM makes it super simple. Step 1, get your free Exxon wallet. Step 2, create your position. Step 3, share your link. And Step 4, well, the app handles everything else. It's that straightforward.
And what happens is you'll get Telegram alerts anytime XRP tips flow right into your wallet. And that is how regular participants like you and me become what are called tip liquidity nodes in this infinite chain tip economy. You're not just a user anymore, you're actually a vital part of the network.
So whether you decide to dive deep into the world of DeFi, or you want to explore this idea of social accumulation, the big takeaway is this: XRP is not a hold and wait asset anymore. To learn more and start your own journey, you can check out xrptipteam.com.